Hello, everyone. So this time I'm going to talk about AI Studio, but to be more specific, the build feature. So people usually know AI Studio to be this platform where you can test many models from Google, from Gemini to creating text, uh, speech, images, video, and many other models that they also have here. But they also have this build feature, which leads you to this other interface here, where you can build apps using Gemini. So to give you an idea, I will show you one of the apps from the galleries that you can see here. So if I click on gallery and I scroll down a little bit to some of the themes, we can also have this one, image to voxel art. So if I open it, let's take a look what it is. It says here that you can create voxel art scenes inspired by any images. Okay, so this is the app. I can click into one of the example images or upload my own. So if I click here, you can see the image, the voxel art, it's even animated. And we also have other options here. So as you can see, I'm looking at the app. I can even put in full screen here, but I also have these options here. So on the left side, you can see the chat. So even though someone published this art, this app as public, I can just keep prompting Gemini and create my own version of it. We also have other options here on how I want to see it. And if I want to copy it, download, publish on GitHub, deploy on Google Cloud, share with someone else, and use my own API key. Okay, so this is the build feature. I have a specific use case that I want to talk about, and this is going to be the main content of this video. Okay, so before we jump into the content, I also wrote this blog post about this content that I'm recording here. So if you want to take a look at a text version of it with some extra information, I will leave the link to it into the comment section. So the real reason that I started to look into AI Studio is that some time ago, a couple of weeks ago, Kaggle created this 1 week competition that people would use AI Studio powered with Gemini 3. That was new at the time of the competition on that build feature, so that people could use it and build interesting cool apps for specific purposes that they list here. So the competition was quite interesting. They had a lot of participants, a lot of submissions, and they also had some interesting prizes. So if I scroll down here, so it was $500,000 in total prizes. The 50 top submissions would get $10,000, but in Gemini API credits. Probably Google Cloud credits would be here. So this was the main reason that I started experimenting and testing the AI Studio with Gemini, and I was quite surprised with the results. I wrote a write-up. This is my submission for the competition, which is also one of the content that I'll be presenting here. So very brief explanation, and I will show you here a demo of the app. We also do a walkthrough, and then I will go into back to AI Studio so that we can take a look and see how we can build our own apps using Gemini 3 and also vibe coding with this very interesting feature. Are you tired of getting news in the same old boring way? Feedforward, your news app for the AI era. With Feedforward, you are able to select which topics interest you and generate a personalized news feed from it, or just select random topics.
Imagine looking up and seeing two suns setting at once. In a shocking reversal, Lotus is adding a combustion engine to New Music Friday just went massive. Electronic visionary Fred Again has officially.
Scroll through your own customized feed to get informed. For the stories that you like, you can read the full version, get the sources, or save it to later.
The James Webb. The race for the Christmas #1.
Once you reach the end, you can keep generating more news or change topics. One key feature of Feedforward is that you are able to provide instructions so that the app fits your own taste.
It turns out we missed nearly half of the Nazca lines. Archaeologists in Peru just stumbled upon a massive 4.
With Feedforward, you don't have to consume news like everyone else. Get informed on what you like and how you like. At any time, you can look again at your favorite stories or finish the ones that you couldn't before. Okay, so if we go back here to AI Studio, I can click on your apps and take a look at the app that I created. So in my case, it was Feedforward, this one. I will open it here. Okay, so this is the app. Let me put to the mobile version, which is the intended usage, and let's see how it goes. Actually, let me remove this winter theme first. Okay, so we are back with the clean interface. Okay, I could, let me choose a few of the themes here. Let me pick history, books, space, and let's start generating. But if we go back here and look into the code is quite interesting. So I'm not much of a JavaScript person. So everything that is JavaScript here, TypeScript, Gemini created for me. But we can see that the app is very simple. Main logic here is in the services for Gemini services, which has the models and the prompts for each one of the models. So first one, which fetch the news. The second one, which generates the images. I'm using Nano Banana Pro here. For the first one, I'm using Gemini 3. I could be already using Gemini 3 Flash. Should be probably as good as Gemini 3 for this task, but should be much cheaper and also faster. Yeah, and basically that's it. This is the last model here, which is a text-to-speech model, uses Gemini 2.5 Flash, which also had a interesting upgrade a few weeks ago, which made it even better, this model. Okay, so let's go back to the preview and see the results.
Archaeologists in Scotland have uncovered a bizarre Bronze Age.
Okay, so after the user selects the topics, which is what I did, I have the results here. I can look at some of the images. I can click save if I want to save
The
one of them.
ultimate book in.
It will autoplay the audio as I scroll to them.
After history, the publishing.
Let me save one of these. I can also click on read. It will take me to, I can see the sources here, which was web, probably a lot of web sources that use it. I can see the full story here. And for some of them, I have a link to the original source. And probably this one doesn't have because it used more than one source. Let's try a different one.
The publishing, the James Webb.
Yeah, so this one was from PBS. And I can see the link to the original website here. So let's scroll down and click change topics, or just go to the main page. I can click here, take a look at that saved stories that I did. I can review them, look again. I have all the sources. I can remove some of them from here. And if I go back, if I don't want to pick specific topics, I can just click on surprise me, and the app will pick 3 random topics and generate the feed from me. The interesting thing is that it also allows you to create personalized news. So if I just click here at this bubble, I can provide specific news. So just news about Latin America. And if I save it and I generate it again, let me only pick history. It will do again the same process, but now Gemini will understand what kind of personalization and what kind of news I want, and it will provide for me only this specific news. So this is basically a way, and my goal here at least was so that you can consume news not like everyone else, but to fit your own taste, interest, and be personalized for you.
Archaeology TikTok is blowing up over a potential game-changing find in Colombia.
Okay, so the news were generated. Now you can see that they took into account my specific feedback. So this one is about Colombia.
Talk about a detour.
Second one is about Mexico. So you can also see that images that the Nano Banana Pro generated fits quite well the kind of news. So this is more or less the overall structure of the app. Now we can go back to AI Studio and see how we can build our own apps. Okay, so here we are again at the main page of the build feature of Gemini Google AI Studio. And let's start building something. So if you go here to the main page, you can click and choose the specific model which you want to use to build your app. Now that we have the Gemini 3 Flash, I think this is a very good option. The model is very strong at coding, but it's also much faster than Gemini 3 Pro. So this should be a very good option. You can also see that it have other things here. You can specify system instructions on how to build your own code. You can also pick the framework that you're going to use, Angular or React. Yeah, that's most of it. So you can either type your idea here, go to text. If you also have reference files, maybe you have a print screen, a screenshot from a specific app that you would like to base your idea on. If you don't know anything and you have no idea, you can just click here on I'm feeling lucky, and it will provide a sample idea for you. In my case, I do have something in mind, so I will just type the prompt here. Okay, so this is more or less the app that I want to build. So what I wrote here is that I want to build an app to help people learn about our solar system. The main page will be an interactive visual of our solar system. The user might select one of the planets, which will take the user to a page with information about the planet. At any time, the user can click on a button to go back to the main page. The app should use Gemini 3 and Google search to fetch information about the planet, like curiosities and recent news. The app should have a customized page for each planet, and the background should reflect that planet. So this is more like a fun app to build and learn about the solar system. If you have a very clear idea of how you want your app to look like, you can just put everything here. But the idea is that the main advantage of this feature is that you can just keep iterating. And the model is very effective at picking up what you want to do and just go for that. Also, what I like a lot is that usually right from the start, the model is able to create some very interesting things. So let's take a look here of what it comes up. So this is the overall page. This is my prompt. And on the chat here, you can see that the model is thinking of the plan that it's going to do. A lot of things here. Then it creates a task list, and it's just already writing the code. As you can see, Gemini 3 Flash is really, really fast. And it seems that it has created most of the assets already. If I can go here to code, you can see just it is live coding, also super fast. And it seems that it's already done. So I already have the preview. Okay, so let's take a look. Let me put full screen so that we can have a better experience. You can see all of the planets here. Yeah, they are a little bit shaky, but let's click on Earth. Okay, Earth. Okay, so it seems that it added some information here, like temperature, gravity, ear length. Yeah, okay. So you saw that it was kind of fetching the news in the background. So this is a lot of stuff. I did not specify what I wanted to be here. It just guessed, which seems to be a very good guess. And it's fetched the news. So as you can see, it was fetching the background. As it seems that it's not displaying as markdown text here, which is a little bit bad. I don't really want that. So maybe this is the first iteration that we can do. It also listed all of the sources here. It's already looking quite good. So let's see how we can iterate over this. AI Studio has this really interesting feature here, which is the Annotate app. So this seems to be a very good opportunity to use it. So I can just click it on Annotate. Let's add a box here. Green doesn't seem to be a good color. Let me put something like red. Okay. I added to the chat, so Gemini for my next prompt will have this print screen as the context. Okay, so I have my prompt here and just asked the model to fix the text here for me. So seems to be good enough. So it's a very simple prompt and the image as context, and I can just send it here. the model, Gemini, will take a look and try to fix the code for me. So let's wait a little bit and see the result. Okay, so Gemini seems to have an idea of how it's going to fix it. It thought a little bit here for 30 seconds and then just implemented my code changes. So let's pick another planet and see how it goes. Okay, Venus. Let's go to full screen. It's probably fetching the news in the background. So let's wait a little bit. Okay, so now you can see that it already fixed it. So basically, I don't have a lot of knowledge on this specific frameworks that it's using. So for me, it would take like forever. I would be spending a lot of time. And here I just added a prompt. Gemini thought for 30 seconds. So I just spent like 1 minute fixing the code. So you can see that experience and the gap between idea and code, working code, it's really, really short. So I think this is the main advantage. So you can see, you can already guess and see how it would look like to do a iteration loop with the model. So you just start from a MVP and you just keep starting iterating with the model until you achieve what you want. You can keep the chat here with the full context, but you can also just create a new chat. So if I can go here, you can see I can look at my previous prompt. I can have some change it a little bit. So the framework is fixed now because I already generated code, but I can change the system instructions at any time, and I can also replace the model. Maybe for simple tests, I just can keep using Gemini Flash, but if I want to develop something much more complex, I can just switch for Gemini 3 and just keep working from there. So I can just click here, reset the chat. Maybe I just want to implement a new feature or do something that's a little bit different. So I can just start fresh and the model won't have that long context. Okay, so this was what I wanted to show. Basically, now that we have this really cool feature about building apps with Gemini 3, we have Gemini 3 Pro that is more capable, but we also have Gemini 3 Flash that is fast, cheap, and also very, very capable. So now with this new feature from AI Studio, even non-technical people, they can go here, just keep prompting the model, create something new, something working, share with people, share with your friends, publish, deploy to Cloud Run, and get something from idea to production really, really quick. So give it a try if you build something cool, or if you already did, maybe if you join also the competition, leave your links into the comments and I will be happy to take a look. So that's it for now. See you in the next one.